Okay, so I was asked to talk about how we post most efficiently in our groups. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. That's the quickest way and the easiest way to do it. So you're just going to go to create albums like you normally would. Go to your Google Drive. You better have Google Drive downloaded. If not, you need to do that too. And I always do it in reverse order. So I start with the R's, like I start with Randy T and go to Perfect T and so on and so forth. But you can do it whatever way you normally do it. So I'm just going to pick Amelia. And I always put the sizing chart first. So I do that, and then it'll open up the album that I just created. And then next I put some stock photos, whatever ones I want. I add a few of those, and then I start adding my my inventory by sizes. So I basically click, hit the down arrow, and I just drag it to the bottom, and then it'll upload. And I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to name this album Amelia Dress. I always cap locks it just so it stands out. Amelia Dress. And then it says say something about this album. I have all the descriptions saved in my notepad on my computer. So I just go through and I find the Amelia. You can have this way more organized than I do, but this is how I do it. So I just copy this and I paste it into here. You can have it say whatever you want, like that. So the price, the sizing, a little snippet about what the item is, you get the point. And then you can change around photos if you want now, or you can do it after you post. But I always like to have this, I always add this sizing chart in all my albums so that I don't have to find it when I'm looking. So I always want that in the beginning, so you can drag it up now, or you can wait until you post it and then drag it. So I'll do that for that one, and then I would load, just keep loading one after another. So I do the extra small, same thing. Drag and then open. Add photos, go to small. Makes it super easy. The longest part it's going to take is for the pictures to upload. So I just continue doing that like this. Again, if you don't have Google Drive, you need to get it. Makes your life a lot easier. Okay, extra large, and you can also put these in and you can have them alphabetized by just putting a 1 next to them. I'll show you that in a second. I don't have it like that because I really don't care. But see how they're in alphabetical order, so it goes 2, 3, L, M, S. So it's in alphabetical order that way. You can edit this to say, rename this tab, this folder, to say 1, and that way this one will be at the top. And then you do this one as 2, and so on and so forth, so they'll be in the order of sizings, but you don't have to do that. So anyways, so you just wait for all these to load. I haven't seen some of these before. So after they're all loaded, then you're going to hit post, just like you normally would. So that takes very, very little time to do this, just updating the whole album at the same time. Then you're going to hit post. I am not uploading them right now, so I'm just going to delete it. So I deleted it, so that's why it's not here. If you had uploaded it, it would show right here. And then how to remove it, you just right click and hit open up a new tab. You can do that with all your albums, and then you can just hit delete album and you can delete it all at the same time. It takes barely any time to do that. We have always posted in albums, and we've always removed the albums after a day or two after posting them. The reason you want to do that is so that people aren't, if they have too much time to buy something, like the chances are that they're not going to buy it. You have to cause some kind of demand in order for people to want to buy something. So yes, even when we only had a couple hundred members in our group, we still did it the same exact way. Because we have found that even if we did leave the albums up, we only sold a few pieces. But then when we remove all the albums and post them all together at the same time, so I would like literally just go back in and just keep creating a new album for every different style, all at the same time. And it takes, I mean, it's going to take probably, for us, we have a lot of styles, so it takes probably 45 minutes to an hour to do uploading all the albums. But when we post once a week, we sell over 100 pieces in that one time. But if we leave the album up, we don't see, maybe there's like a sale here or there, but it's not worth us leaving our albums up. And then when you remove the whole album, people will forget what you have in stock, and so they'll likely buy more stuff or be like, oh, that's something new, when it really was something that you already had. So that's just my suggestion, and it's worked for us, so I think it'll work for you. I hope that helps.